When we first rolled up the winding road to our new home, the world seemed to hold its breath. The hillside stretched out in golden waves of tall grass, swaying under a restless breeze, and the house as sturdy, weathered craftsman with wide porches and creaking wood floors stood like it had been waiting for us forever. My wife, Emily, flashed me that warm, optimistic smile she always wore when we embarked on something bold. Our daughter, Lily, barely 12, was already bouncing in the back seat, shouting, "I call the attic room," before the car even stopped. It was the kind of moment you'd frame in your mind, a snapshot of hope. The property, a sprawling 2-acre haven, had been left to me by my late uncle, Henry. He'd passed without heirs, naming me, his closest kin, as the beneficiary. No homeowners association, no suffocating rules about mailbox colors or lawn heights. I triple-checked the county zoning maps, ran the title search twice, and even called the recorder's office to confirm. This was our sanctuary, a rare island of freedom in a sea of suburban control. We started unpacking the U-Haul under a blazing noon sun, the air sharp and dry. Emily directed boxes inside, while Lily tore through the dusty backyard, claiming it as her own. Everything felt right until a sleek black SUV with tinted windows purred up our gravel drive like it owned the place. I watched it creep in, slow and deliberate, before the driver's door swung open. Out stepped a woman in a crisp navy blazer, heels sinking into the dirt, her hair sculpted into a helmet of perfection. 2 men trailed her, both in matching polo shirts embroidered with Silver Ridge HOA. She strode forward, voice cutting like a blade. "Excuse me, you can't be here without clearance." I wiped sweat from my brow and met her gaze. "I'm David Carter. I live here. Or I'm about to." Her lips pursed as if I'd insulted her lineage. "I'm Vanessa Holt, president of Silver Ridge Homeowners Association. This property is under our jurisdiction. All move-ins require board approval." I blinked, half amused. "With respect, you're mistaken. This land isn't part of any HOA. The deed, the zoning map, the title all clear." Vanessa's eyes narrowed. "That was true until we expanded our boundaries 3 years ago. This parcel is ours now. Moving in without approval is a violation." I fought the urge to laugh. "You can't redraw property lines like it's a board game. That's not how the law works." Her face twitched, and one of her polo-clad enforcers stepped forward. "We'll need to inspect the premises and issue a stay order." I squared my shoulders. "You're trespassing. This is private property." Vanessa's scowl deepened. "Then I'll call the police." I nodded, already done with her theatrics. "Go ahead." As I turned back to my boxes, her voice hissed to her lackey. "He'll regret crossing Silver Ridge." I didn't know then how far she'd go to prove her point, but her words hung like a storm cloud. The next morning, as Lily drowned her pancakes in syrup and Emily scrolled through renovation plans, the doorbell blared like a siren. 2 police cruisers sat beyond our mailbox, and there was Vanessa, smirking beside her SUV. An officer, mid-40s with a tired drawl, approached. "Mr. Carter, we got a call about unlawful occupancy." Vanessa chimed in, loud enough for the neighbors to hear. "This family is trespassing. This property is under HOA control, and they've blocked access roads with their truck." I raised an eyebrow. "Access roads? That's my driveway, officer." He nodded, unimpressed, and asked for proof of ownership. I handed over a folder thick with documents: deed, probate transfer, county zoning confirmation. The officer scanned them, then shrugged to his partner. "Looks clean." Vanessa thrust a glossy binder forward. "Our updated jurisdiction map from 2022 covers this lot. Check section 4.2. The officer didn't touch it. "That's your policy, ma'am. It doesn't override county records." Her face soured, but she pressed. "You're not issuing a removal notice?" The second officer sighed. "He owns the land. Keep making false reports, and you'll have a problem." Vanessa's smile was venomous. "We'll see how long he lasts," she muttered, stalking back to her car. The older officer lingered, voice low. "Keep records. Just in case." His warning sent a chill through me. That evening, I spotted one of Vanessa's enforcers, Ethan, loitering by the streetlight. I braced for a lecture, but he raised his hands. "I'm not here to fight. Watch your back. Vanessa's got strings pulled in the county. That zoning map? It's fake. She coerced Inspector Larson into signing it. I stared. Forge. Ethan nodded. Larson owes her. She's got dirt on him, some old scandal. I'm telling you because this isn't what I signed up for. I thought HOA work was about fixing potholes, not bullying people off their land. He vanished into the dusk, leaving me to wonder what kind of person blackmails to steal control and what kind of system lets her. The next morning, silence gripped the air. No birds, no wind, just an eerie stillness. I opened the door to find two massive concrete barriers blocking our driveway, spray-painted with "No trespassing. HOA access only." Emily, peering over my shoulder, exhaled sharply. She's declared war. Lily, wide-eyed, whispered, "What's happening?" I called a tow company, who grumbled about liability but hauled the barriers away. Then I found laminated signs zip-tied to our trees. Temporary oversight zone. Violators fined. More of Vanessa's nonsense. Worse, our mailbox was empty. Bills, school forms, all gone. The post office admitted someone had rerouted our mail to the HOA office. I hadn't authorized it. Furious, I installed a trail cam above the mailbox and GPS trackers inside. Paranoia felt like survival now. Lily became our unexpected weapon. One afternoon, Vanessa's voice pierced the air, berating a delivery driver at our gate. "This address isn't valid. Take it to the HOA office." The driver, clutching a package, looked baffled. "It says right here." Vanessa cut him off. "I decide what's valid." From the porch, Lily filmed it all, Vanessa's tirade, her waving a binder like a scepter. That night, we uploaded the video online, titled, "HOA Tyrant Blocks Our Deliveries." By morning, it had exploded, racking up millions of views. News outlets called. Memes spread like wildfire, one dubbing Vanessa Queen of Control. Someone spray-painted "HOA equals tyranny" on our sidewalk. I didn't cheer vandalism, but I wasn't mourning either. Ethan met me in a hardware store parking lot, hoodie up, and slipped me a USB drive. HOA meeting recordings. "Vanessa called you a threat to harmony and said some people need to be forced out." I gripped the drive. "Why risk this?" He shrugged. "Seeing her scream at a kid's delivery guy on Linux, that's not leadership. It's sickness." I went home with a flicker of hope, but Vanessa wasn't done. At dawn, chainsaws shattered the silence. I bolted outside to find workers in neon vests tearing through our yard, slicing Uncle Henry's lilac hedge, uprooting garden lights, flattening the gazebo. A pickup bore Silver Ridge Improvement decals. I yelled, "You're on my property." A worker glanced up. "HOA renovation order. Bringing it to standard." I stormed to the supervisor. "This isn't your land." He shrugged. "Mrs. Holt says it's under emergency oversight." Then Vanessa arrived, smug in her Lexus. "David, you'll love the upgrades: gray porch paint, compliant turf, white picket fence." I laughed, incredulous. "This is criminal. You're destroying my home." She handed me a fake notice suspending my occupancy rights. I tore it apart. "You'll pay for every leaf." She smirked. "We've handled worse than you." The police arrived, stopped the workers, and photographed the wreckage. Emily sobbed in the kitchen. Lily stared, silent. Our yard was a battlefield, and something in me hardened. This was war. I hired Tom Reed, a towering ex-prosecutor with a knack for dismantling lies. "She forged a zoning map?" he asked, scanning my evidence. "That's tampering, mail fraud, trespassing, a felony buffet." We sued Vanessa and the HOA, charging sabotage, fraud, and more. Ethan's affidavit exposed Larson's coercion. Subpoenaed emails revealed Vanessa's venom. "Make his life hell until he begs to leave." A voice memo sealed her fater, voice sneering. "If the law won't stop him, we'll bury him in violations." In court, Tom shredded their defense. The county surveyor confirmed no boundary expansion existed. Larson cracked, admitting Vanessa's blackmail. The audio played, and the courtroom gasped. Vanessa's smugness faded. The judge took 20 minutes to rule, guilty on all counts. The HOA was gutted, placed under receivership. We won $1.2 million. Vanessa was cuffed, her jaw tight, already plotting her comeback. Rebuilding began fast. New hedges bloomed. The gazebo rose in Lily's chosen teal. The septic system cost a fortune to fix, but we slept easier. Ethan, now free of the HOA, helped reform it. Neighbors left notes of gratitude. One couple gifted wine. Vanessa's empire crumbled. Investigations uncovered her siphoning HOA funds for personal luxuries. A psych evaluation tied her tyranny to grief. Her son's death in an unregulated neighborhood fueled her obsession with control. I didn't forgive her, but I saw the crack in her armor, a mother broken by loss, twisting pain into power. A year later, our iron gate stands proud, etched with private property. No HOA. Emily calls it excessive. I call it victory. Lily's online presence exploded. Her videos now a beacon against HOA absurdity. Tonight, we're hosting a barbecue, ribs, laughter, and neighbors who fought with us. As the fire pit glows, Emily leans on my shoulder, Lily toasts marshmallows, and I glance at the gate. It's locked, not to keep others out, but to guard what we earned, home.